All right. Hello, everyone. I am going over tonight. The training is called Tips If You Want to Be Successful. So, everyone wants to be successful, but of course, not everyone has what it takes. So, when you take advice from people who have achieved what you want to achieve, that's highly recommended. But there's many people on the internet that are giving advice but they have not achieved what you are wanting to achieve. So if they have not, then I would be careful of following them, taking advice from them, paying them for any training or anything like that. Just like you wouldn't take advice from someone in marriage that, they've been divorced for several times, right? So don't take advice in business from someone who has not achieved what you want to achieve in business. Same thing, like you wouldn't take advice from someone on parenting who had never had a child, right? So be careful of what you read, what you think about, what you're paying for, what training you're getting, or who you're even following. I heard a quote once and it said, unsuccessful people talk about other people while successful people talk about ideas. So that's another thing too. If somebody's gossiping all the time about other people, you don't want to listen to that. So another thing is to stay in a positive mindset. Now we all have things that happen and things that get us down or things that go on in our lives, right? We all have those mountains and valleys. But for the most part, you want to stay around people that have a positive mindset. One, the positivity spreads and the negativity spreads. So you want to be around the positivity. If you are in that negative mindset, or sometimes you want to change your thought processes, even, that's it. If you allow that negativity in your life, like I said, everyone goes through stuff, but you have to find the things to still be grateful and thankful for and focus on that positivity. Some of the things you can do, like, is if you think about, oh, I have to blank. Instead, change it in your mind to say, I get to, or I have the opportunity to. I remember in a marriage class in Sunday school that I was in many years ago, and the lady that was teaching the class, somebody said, my husband leaves this dirty socks on the floor 2 feet from the hamper all the time. I always have to pick them up. And the teacher said, you have to, or you get to, or you have the opportunity to. Now, not that he shouldn't put his own socks in the hamper himself, but the way that the teacher was saying it was some other woman might be happy to pick up his socks for him, right? So you want to make sure that you're changing your mindset of I get to, or I get the opportunity to. And then next, your upline, your sponsor, your boss, if you have a job, they can give you ideas, but you are the only one that can get excited, and you are the only one that actually can keep you accountable. Like, we have accountability groups and calls and things like that. And motivation, we have great motivation from lots of the leaders in our company. But once you get excited, then stuff is going to shift for you the better. So think about, like, why you started this business. Like, what got you to pull out your credit card? What made you say yes? That right there will help to get you motivated yourself, especially on those hard days, because those hard days will come for all of us. It doesn't matter how much money you're making or how many people you have on your team. You will still have hard days, and you will still get frustrated, and you will have to remind yourself of why you started this business. So take time out for yourself, make goals for yourself, and also take quality time and make quality time with those that you love. So I take trips often with my husband. My phone gets put on silent and I don't get disturbed when I'm having my quality time with him. Now, a lot of times I'm with him and I still take calls too, but there's certain times that you want to make sure that you're doing that quality time and it's not work. But then there's also times when you're doing work that you want to make sure it's quality work time as well. And so don't say yes to certain things though on your personal list until you've hit your goal. For example, set a goal and then decide what you're going to do and what your reward is. So I won the trip to Cabo from the company, but I set a goal for myself. And then my reward was that if I hit it, then we stayed an extra 4 days in Cabo. So set different goals for yourself, different personal goals, and then go to work. But also spend time with people that are going to support you and that are going to share your ideas. Listen to those, talk to other people, share your ideas with other people, especially the people that support you. Maybe not the people, if you have people in your life that don't support you, don't share it with them, but share it with the people that support you. And then keep learning. Learners are earners. If you want to succeed in anything, you need to learn more about it. So gaining knowledge in your field, in your product, is always going to help you in your successes. I read every day. I read in our groups. I read on things from our leaders, from people I follow to learn things from. I read in books every day. I attend tons of conferences and different business events that I can learn at. I watch all the different videos, like not all at once, but I watch so many, a few minutes every day, and I get it into my head, even if it's the same thing, but I learn on different things and I get those words into my head. I learn more about the products. I learn more about all the different things. I read all the different testimonials and I learn more of those. I've read approximately a book a week for over 20 years, all on business and how to excel better. The more you learn, the more you will earn. Your net worth will be a direct connection to your net work. And if you want more success, then work more and learn more. Then also don't forget to take constructive criticism. If someone's not over you and they criticize you, don't worry about it. If they haven't achieved what you want, same thing. Don't worry about it. Throw that salt over your shoulder, because there are going to be people that are going to criticize you that shouldn't be in the first place. But if a leader by you does, then think about it. Figure it out and let it grow you, because we can always do better and we can always learn more. And be creative, learn new things in different areas. You don't have to learn a ton, but learn some new things on how you can be creative, how you can be more you. Take ideas from other business leaders that you admire and then change them to you. Then be a team player on everything. Be effective in your communications. Be effective in your follow-up. Fortune is in the follow-up. The more you follow up with people, the more success that you're going to have. So many times I hear from other people that they asked a few questions or they joined someone in a company and then crickets. You should follow up with the people that ask you questions. You should follow up with people after they become your customer or rep, both of those. So don't just answer their questions and then never follow up with them again. Keep a list of where they asked you questions at too. I have a list of who asked me questions, and then I put like FB for Facebook, LI for LinkedIn, text, TT for TikTok. I write where they asked me the question at. And then if they became a customer or rep, I put that, and I put the date that I last followed up with them. So I keep on that list. And then I might read about a testimonial, and then I send that to them and say, hey, I just want to check in with you. And I saw this testimonial and I thought of you, and I send that to them. It still just keeps talking to them, keep following up with them. Because sometimes, like everybody, right? Like you're busy. And so even if you wanted to sign up, sometimes you just get, hung up on things, you get tied up and then you forget. And like me, if it's not right in front of me or on my calendar, I'm probably going to forget. So, but don't get hung up on also the little things. So there's always going to be things or issues with every company, with every person. Everyone has them. Just always move forward, always keep going. Like when you were a baby and you were a toddler and you fell down, you got back up, right? So as an adult, don't forget that. When you fall or when other things fall around you, get back up. Some people get so stuck on something that was said, that was done, that happened, that was negative, something didn't work once, it wasn't the way you thought it should be. Don't get hung up on that. Yes, sometimes it's a pain that it happens while you're going through the process, but don't get hung up on that. If you want to be successful, just get over it and move forward. And then finally, have fun. While you're working and building your business, don't forget to have fun. All right, that's it for tonight's training. Hope you loved it. Share it with a friend. Follow me for more tips, and I'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone.